Hello everyone and welcome back to Krystian's Corner, and I do apologise for being off YouTube for so long. As some of you may be aware from reading the comments, I have not been very well recently. I caught a very nasty flu virus and it put me out for like 2 weeks, and I'm still recovering now. So that hasn't been fun, but I need to, before I start this, I need to remind you all again that this game comes with a warning because it is a horror game in disguise. Not in disguise, but in disguise. So, if you have depression, anxiety, trauma, or anything that might trigger a bad response in a horror scenario, don't watch it. Okay? You've been warned. Now, I'm going to proceed. I've already tried to record this once, twice, but I've been having technical issues, so hopefully we'll be alright this time. Chris, I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems, Sayori says. We all sit in silence for a moment. Oh, don't do that, Monica. That's weird. Get out of that pose immediately. I don't like it when you're in that pose. It's very disturbing. Monica, okay, I have an idea, everyone. You probably shouldn't have ideas. It's bad for you. Natsuki and Yuri are both questioning the question of the statements of the things that Monica just said. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. To be fair, if she was pulling that pose in the room with me in real life, I'd probably be looking a bit quizzical as well. Let's be honest. Monica, let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Monica, the next time we meet, we shall share them with each other. Well, that sounds like an idea, doesn't it? One that we should avoid, but probably won't be able to. Monica, that way everyone is even. Natsuki, Yuri just stays silent in the corner like the strange person that she is. Sayori, yeah, let's do it. Monica, plus now that we have a new member, I think that it will help us to get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Hey, I never said I was joining nothing. I never said I was joining nothing. Yes, I am still feeling a bit unwell, so bear with me, guys. Isn't that right, Chris? Monica smiles warmly at me once more. I've told you not to do that. I've told you that it's a bad thing to do. Don't do it. My character says, hold on there, there's one problem. Monica, what's that? Now that we're back on the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. I didn't. Chris, Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision on the subject, and I'm not doing it because that's the best idea I can come up with. Chris, I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Well, they should, because I have dejected them. Monica, but Yuri, I'm sorry, I thought. Natsuki. Sayori. Chris. I am defenseless. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these girls. Well, I don't think that's a good idea because it's a horror game and I'm probably going to have my intestines ripped out by some crazy demon. Right. I've decided then I'll join the club and probably regret doing so afterwards. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy, Sayori says. Hey, Yuri, you really did scare me for a moment. Why? Why did I scare you? Why would you experience fear over such a thing? Why would you? It's not normal, and I am the pinnacle of normal. Natsuki, if you really just came by for the cupcakes, I'd be super pissed. What if I told you I did? What if I told you the only reason I came here was so that I could eat cake? Would that piss you off? I hope so. I really, really hope it would piss you off like a pisser. Yes, I really do. Oh, Monica, stop doing the pose. I don't like the pose. The pose is disturbing. Then let's make it official. Welcome to the club. Blah, blah, blah. Ah, thanks, I guess. Monica. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem, bring it to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Stop looking at me in ways that I don't like. Monica, Chris, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Don't do that pose! Yeah. I can really impress the... Can I really impress the class star, Monica, with my mediocre writing skills? Gosh, I hope not. Oh, do you feel the anxiety welling up inside me? Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat and Yuri and Natsuki clear up their food. Sayori, hey, Chris, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Chris, sure, might as well. Sayori, yay. Well, that's all good, isn't it? It's all good. With that, the two of us depart the clubroom and make our way home. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth. Sayori, Mizuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Probably not, because I'm going to die horribly, I expect. Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer. No, let's not grow closer. That's going to be bad news, isn't it? That's going to be bad news. All right. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight, which we're going to do now, apparently. Oh, hey. Funky music. Funky music. Right, okay. Why is there only 3 of them? So that's Sayori, that's Natsuki, that's Yuri. Where's Monica? Why is she not there? Oh well, never mind. I'm not particularly interested in making Monica flustered anyway. I'm not really interested in making any of them happy, to be honest with you, but there you go, that's just how it goes, isn't it? Yes. Right, so I assume we press buttons and make words happen, and then they react if they like it. I'm assuming that's how that works. So that's what we're going to do. Festa. Oh, that's a Yuri one. Yuri's a weird one. Intellectual, that's a Yuri one. Parfait. You speak French, Natsuki. That's just weird. I never thought of that. I never thought of that for you at all. Disorientated. That's a Yuri one, apparently. Horror. That's obviously going to be Yuri. Doki Doki. Apparently that made Natsuki bounce up and down like a yo-yo. Lipstick. Oh my good God. Oh my good God. Fluffy. I don't want to do that. Embrace. Okay. Apparently Sayori likes being the hug monster. Rain cloud. Bit depressing, isn't it, Sayori? Tears. Oh dear. Okay, I'm not going to reveal too much just yet, but I'm getting a vibe. I am. Romance. Oh, that's her as well. So she likes crying, and she cries and likes hugs and does the romance thing, and likes rain clouds, apparently. Excitement. Oh god. So her emotions are just all over the place then. Vacation. That's her as well. So she wants to get away from everything. Hopeless. Okay, yeah. Vibe. Getting vibey with Sayori there. I'll explain in a moment. Pleasure. Daydreaming. Sayori, so she likes spacing out as well, does she? Yes. Good. Right. Scars. What? I did not expect Sayori to respond to that one. That kind of implies self-harm. Oh dear. Right. My suspicions are confirmed. That girl may come across as a happy-go-lucky type, but I think she's suffering from depression, if I'm going to be honest with you. Contamination. That's a Yuri one. Effulgent. That's a Yuri one. Depression. Oh, see, I told you. She reacted to depression as well. Oh my god. I said don't do that, didn't I? I said to you not to do that posing business, and you just popped up in front of my face like that. Hi again, Chris. Glad to see you didn't run away. Well, I am braver than you think, despite my dread of what's happening behind the scenes of this naughty game. Chris, Don't worry, this might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. I do actually. In real life, I am like that. If I say something, I tend to mean it, and I don't tend to say things I don't mean. This might be a little glib. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club, if that wasn't obvious. Just letting you know, I am in fact back at the Literature Club. There you go. There it is on the screen. You like it? Good. Marvellous. I was the last one to come in, so everyone is already hanging out. Yuri, thanks for keeping your promise. Well, I do that, apparently. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. I am accustomed to many things, I'll have you know. So there. What do you want, Natsuki? Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. I deserve all of the slack. I do. I have many, many, many amounts of slacks. Not really sure why I said that, but there you go. Natsuki, Sayori told me you didn't even want to come to the club, any clubs this year, and last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Well, I hate to break it to you, but I'll probably just throw you out the window. Monica, Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. I don't understand why Natsuki gets so weird about the whole manga situation. I mean, it's perfectly normal to like manga, or at least from what I've been told. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature, she says in a really angry way. I am going to just point out, though, because it's relevant. In real life, people should not allow the views of other people to affect what they like and dislike. If you like something and you truly do enjoy it, I mean, assuming that you're not hacking people to pieces with a knife or something like that, but I mean normal activities, you know, normal everyday activities, and you feel weird because other people see it as odd that you like that. Who cares? Just enjoy doing what you do. Let them have their own opinions. If they don't like it, that's their problem, isn't it? Right, moving on. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat because you can't just sit, you know, you have to plop. Plopping is the way forward. Plopping is the future. Don't worry, guys. Chris always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with my busy work without me even asking. Like cooking and cleaning my room, do I? At the beginning of the game, I thought it said that we hadn't hung out for ages, so that doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. Maybe I'm misremembering. Yuri, how dependable? I'm very dependable. I am the most dependable, non-dependable person in the world. Yes, that's good. That's a way of doing things, that is. Me, Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. Right, so you remember I said we got the depression vibe? Well, now we're seeing other vibes that match that. So she's messy, she's disorganized. I think in the previous episode it also drew attention to her oversleeping a lot and not eating in good time before going out to school and things like that. Keeping an eye on her, because in terms of the horror genre that the game is put into, I'm thinking something bad is going to happen involving her at some point. Just warning everyone in advance, because I think that's going to happen. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting, and you almost set your house on fire once. Sayori, is that so? Yuri, you two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. You shouldn't be, because she's weird. Sayori, how come? You and Chris can become good friends too? Yuri, Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems to be oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even bought you something today, you know? Yuri, wait, Sayori. Okay, this is all turning a bit strange now. Yuri, not really. Sayori, don't be shy. Yuri, it's really nothing. Chris, what is it? Yuri, never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it was really not. Yuri, what do I do? Sayori, I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess it's up to me to save the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what, even though it probably make me go. Yeah, I wouldn't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Yuri, all right then. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. Yuri, I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should hold your attention, even if you don't usually read. Are you saying I have a short attention span? Because I don't particularly like that. You're saying I have a glowy lights. You're saying I have a short attention span? And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl being accidentally so cute? I'm sure it's not accidental. People should be very careful at assuming that things that people do are accidental, because sometimes they can be highly manipulative techniques. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book, apparently. Yuri, phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some sort of scheduled activity for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice the intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Nazuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature-related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. Sayori, we're probably going to seem really lame compared to all the other clubs. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual, but it's not like that at all, We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. Sayori. That doesn't solve the problem, though. Monica, hey, what do you mean? Sayori, even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will ever come in the first place because it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Oh, Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Monica, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? Sayori, what kind? Monica, well, I guess we could. Sayori, cupcakes. Monica, good thinking. Nazuki would love to do that. Sayori, you're right. Nazuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it, though, was it? Monica says. Sayori, cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Well, I'm sure they do. Monica, cupcakes it is then. Sayori, I'm hungry. She's always bloody hungry. Monica, anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling in a way, apparently. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self, but therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her, except I don't. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Oh my god! Get out of my face! Over my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. That was creepy. Get out of my face! I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait, actually I'm not sorry. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Chris, does our school have a napping club? Very interesting, wouldn't it? Sayori, you're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in the club, you're going to have less time for anime, You'll need to get used to it. Me, don't say that so loud. Why? Again, why? Who cares if he likes anime? Bloody hell. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard, because I do things like that. Sayori, it's true enough. Oh, I know. You're always looking out for me. Yeah, it's what I do best. And that's the problem. What about you? You look out for me more than you do yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Sayori, not every day. That's not very convincing, I say. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? Sayori, it's a secret. Chris, I knew it. Sayori, come on, at least give me the benefit of the doubt. Chris, I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. She glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? She's very literal, isn't she? No pun intended. You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all over the place, Sayori. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Chris, man, you really need to brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right there. Well, that's not very nice, is it? That's gross. I try to wipe it off with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that, she says. Of course they would. I did, didn't I? Nobody's going to tell you about it because they don't want you to be embarrassed. Fortunately, I don't really care. Hey, you meanie. Right, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I've got time for this episode. As I said, I'm going to keep these short because as it goes on, there's going to be a lot to digest and it's going to get more intricate as time goes on. So I don't want to keep the episodes too long because there'll be a lot to digest in one episode. Thank you all so much for watching. And again, I apologise, I haven't been around for a while. You know, I've just not been well. And we will be doing Dark Skyrim and Dark Fallout later this week. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, hit the like button so I know that you did. And if you didn't, then don't, because that would be silly. And as always, I will see you next time.